Ah, Domain. Hello, it's Ben Lee. Let me take you on a tour of my house, or as I call it, the Magic Theatre, for madmen only. The price of admission, your mind, not for everyone. Come on in, come on in. We always think of our house as sort of a communal space and like a cultural space for our creative friends, and we have a lot of parties. So when we were setting up this house, we didn't think of it as much as like a living room, as like a hotel lobby. Like we wanted lots of places where people could sit and be in great conversations and connect in different ways. Because like in LA, we would always have like visiting Aussies, help them meet people, connect with different people. And so here, a lot of our American friends, like actors and musicians, when they're in town, we host them, we have people over. It's just amazing to see this space filled up with like interesting, creative people connecting with each other. My wife, Ione, is like amazing at decorating houses and stuff. So she was like on the Lawson's website, bidding on things like this table, which I love because it feels like weirdly fetishistic, which is what you want from a coffee table. It's like a mix of like aesthetic pieces, but also like super comfy things that you can just disappear into and never find your way up from again. We're thinking of belaying people up from this couch. We always leave the tarot cards out, not because we particularly believe in tarot, but it's a very good conversation starter. It's a lens, it's poetic. This is a cool piece of craft my daughter made. It's like a Minecraft sword she made out of little blocks. There's one thing about this kid, she's good with glue, let me tell you. A little bit of historical context. This is my band Noise Addict on the cover of CMJ, which was the college music journal. I don't like to have a lot of awards and things around. It feels a bit big-headed or something, but it's good to just drop one or two hints that you're kind of a big deal for your guests. Like any kind of great party house, we always have instruments around. There have been a lot of nights that have sort of descended into great jams. And it's fun, everyone takes their careers so seriously, but keeping a sense of play in our space and for our friends is really important, so people can kind of cut loose and just be creative. This chair is a beautiful piece, and like all the chicest things, it's incredibly uncomfortable. We want our guests to look very stylish and to be internally suffering in a very profound way. That's one of our core values. I have never felt cooler. This is our 14-year-old daughter Goldie's bedroom. Come on in. So because we have so many people all the time over and such a public life, we're kind of downstairs a lot. We decided to give our kid the main bedroom, so she had basically like a little apartment she could hang out with her friends and not get annoyed by us and our friends. Having a kid as an artist, you always hope they'll have good taste. I didn't realize she would have taste this good though. We never really wanted to put pressure on the kids to do creative stuff, but there is a real secret type of joy and pride you have when your kid gets really into music or making stuff, or creativity is our family business. And for me it was like when I was 14, all I wanted was a room that I could just make stuff and hang out with my friends and have my own private universe in. So that's kind of what we wanted to recreate for her in here. This is our bedroom, which is pretty much defined by its simplicity. Our life is so jam-packed with people and projects and creativity that our room has got very little in it. We really abide by the rule of sleep hygiene. The bedroom should really just be for three things: sleep, sex, and watching Real Housewives. And this way, we have the Weirder Together podcast studio and production office. Oh, and look who we found. It's my wife, my inspiration, the cultural icon, Ione Skye.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Domain.
So this is the room where we record our podcast, Weirder Together. A lot of people know that we have this podcast. They don't know about all the other stuff we're doing as a company.
Yeah, we have variety shows. We put out singles.
Yeah, we put out great music by like Cameron James, Deep Faith, Georgia Mack.
We have bands play.
I'll get up on the deck sometimes, and we've had Amyl and the Sniffers play in our living room. Come on, does it get more iconic than that?
It's a dream come true.
And we actually release a whole bunch of other people's podcasts, like Lou and Adele Barlow, Jello Biafra, Sousa. We are creating culture all the time. But I think our biggest coup has been finding a way to get our 14-year-old to keep us in the loop of her life by putting a microphone in front of her.
Now we use her as a guest on the podcast to just really find out what's going on in that teenage world of hers.
A microphone is a truth serum. That is some free advice, guys. If you want to know what your teenagers are up to, start a podcast and have them as a guest. Okay, we're very big on potlucks in this house. A Dionysian bacchanalian feast. So that all takes place on this counter, right?
Yes, this counter that...
You're cleaning the counter?
It's Domain.
Man, we shouldn't be cleaning up in front of Domain.
I know. But I have a trick with the little wine stains. Putting lemon on it overnight has picked it up very nicely.
Okay.
But yeah, we like to entertain a lot, and people pretend to bring potluck, but really they're just getting stuff from Chargirl Charlie's.
Yeah, that's true. It's a
which
lot
I don't mind.
We love getting people together. The house that we live in LA, it was a party house. Like the doors were open, people stayed there, and we try and like just continue that vibe here. End of the night, DJ Dadbot even gets his decks out occasionally, starts spinning a few mashups. You know, whatever we can do to just get a little positive energy going. I really, really want to be positive energy. Living in reality is getting kind of heavy. I can see it right there in front of me. Give me a hit of your positive energy. I don't feel a very deep sense of like needing a place or an intense relationship to a place. For me, it's more just about somewhere to base yourself to have experiences from.
Yeah, what makes the house a home, I think, is just like music playing, making things in it, making art, making food, having a lot of people around and getting to know our neighbors.
And if we're happy as a family and healthy and creative, it feels like home to me. Come and give it all to me, positive energy, 'cause living in reality, you know it ain't easy. Can't you see us changing up our chemistry, getting closer to something that we wanna be? I can see it right there in front of me. Give me a hit of your positive energy. Your positive energy. See you later, Domain. Keep it weird.